Good morning you guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayla, aka The Girl Who Knots, and welcome to another crochet vlog. I don't know if I have mentioned this, but from right now there is just under 3 weeks left until my Geek markets, which if you didn't see my Geek market last year, it is a big gaming convention that we have here in Canberra, and I am partaking again in being a vendor there this year. So it is on November 22nd. Today is the 3rd, I believe, which means that I try and make as many gaming, movie related characters as I can. And I wanted to start with this Charmander pattern by Tasha's Crochet. This is a free pattern that you can actually go get over on their Ko-Fi. I never know, but you can get Charmander, there's Squirtle, and there's Bulbasaur. I actually have been working on this over the last couple of days, so I actually have all of the pieces done. We have the head and the body, which is all in one piece. The yarn that I use is also Zaddy Crafts. We have they're all like bundled together so they don't get lost. These are the 2 little legs. We have 2 little arms. We have a tail. And then, last but not least, we have the flames to go on the tail. All I have to do is sew all of the pieces on. I could have done that last night, but I wanted to show you him in all his pieces before he is a full plushie. There's also some nose detailing that you add and blush if you want to add that as well. That is what I'm going to be working on later this afternoon, but I did actually finish these pieces quite quickly last night, and I did have a little bit of time before bed to start something new. Forrest's new comfy position there, laying in the curtain. My goodness. He is a character, that's for sure, but the other pattern that I started last night was actually the Squirtle version of the Charmander that I just showed you. And that is what he looks like. So cute. All of these patterns are so adorable. I love them. Once again, I'm using Zaddy Crafts for the Squirtle as well. And I just worked on his head so you can see his little like cheeks, and he has his nose as well. For the rest of the day, I'm hoping that I can get the Charmander all sewn together and then pretty well just work on the Squirtle. I do plan on doing the Bulbasaur pattern unless I get accepted for this testicle that I did for a Bulbasaur. If I get accepted, I will do that Bulbasaur and just keep that as the 3 starter Pokemon and move on to something else. I don't really want 2 Bulbasaurs. My idea is to make one-offs of everything that I make that are bigger plushies. And 3 weeks is not a lot of time. So that's what I'm going to get working on for the rest of the day. It is currently 12:30. 1 p.m. I had to take little man to the vet for a checkup this morning, so I'm just sitting down and getting on top of things right now. I'm gonna go sew all of Charmander together so that hopefully we have a very adorable, fully constructed Charmander in just a second. Don't you love recording for a whole 5 minutes and then your camera's like, hey, I'm turning off because you're not recording at all. I do. Happy gloomy Tuesday. It is raining. It has rained all night. It is going to rain all day, which isn't optimal for what we need to get done today, but that meant I needed a nice hot cup of coffee in my new favorite mug. How cute are the little lemons? It's from Kmart, and I'm like randomly obsessed with lemons at the moment, so I had to get it, and it's just so cute. Yeah, we be needing that. First thing we are talking about is what I got done yesterday, and I got finished with the little Charmander. How amazing does he look? I just love his little chubby face. His little chubby cheeks are just the cutest bloody thing. There were quite a few pieces to sew onto this guy. You had to sew on his belly, his arms, his feet, and then his little paw pads, his tail, and the 3 individual little fire pieces on the end of his tail. And then of course all the face details. The only thing was that there were barely any assembly instructions, so that got a bit confusing at times. They had a little bit of instructions, but it was mainly for the detailing and kind of just said to use your preference with the placement of the hands and feet. I think it did tell you about the tail. So I had a photo of their Charmander up and I was trying to match what theirs looked like, but at the end of the day, it's a free pattern, so I won't complain, and he still turned out so adorable. I cannot wait to bring him to Geek with me. With Charmander all finished, that meant that I got started on Squirtle, so I got his head and body piece done. With Squirtle, I never seem to have the perfect body shell color. It is always this beige, and I usually have cream, or I have this color, or I do see yellow as the belly color, but like more of a paler yellow than what I have. But I remembered when I made the smaller Squirtles, I had the same question of what color I should use for the body, and I used a bright yellow, and then I used this like chicken nugget color, I would call it, and I ended up really liking this color more, so I went ahead with the chicken nugget color. These are his little feet, and these are his little arms, and of course his iconic tail. That means for this guy, I'm pretty sure all I have to make is his shell and sew everything together and do all his base detailing the same as I did the Charmander. I think I'm making pretty good headway with these guys, so I'm super excited to see all the starters together especially. I think it's going to be like such an eye catcher. I'm so excited. I also did end up getting accepted for the Bulbasaur pattern test, so we will talk about that later, but I will definitely be moving on to him as soon as I am finished with this Squirtle. But as I said at the start, the gloomy weather is not optimal for what we need to get done today, which is actually my merch drop. I don't know why. I just hate the word merch for what I'm doing. I don't know. For my apparel / line that I'm planning on hopefully dropping on Thursday. It's Tuesday today, so I'm hoping that I can get the photos and everything done today and then hopefully have it launched tomorrow or maybe Thursday. So I'm super excited. Let me show you. I'd pick up the box, but I don't think I can. Let me see how strong I am this morning. Oh my goodness gracious. This is the box. If you've seen a couple of videos before, you would have seen me with my first ever drafts of shirts that I made. These are the same designs, but I just wanted a better t-shirt, like the actual shirt itself. So this was my bulk order, which I definitely took a risk on, but I am so much happier with it. First up, we have the black shirt, which has the little ghost, my little ghost emblem, mascot on the front. And then on the back, it has my ghost with the sunflowers and the monstera and says Knots Club. I love it so much. It is my first design on anything ever. So I was super excited to see it in real life on a t-shirt. I was literally like screaming. I was so excited. I actually just washed this one because I wore it to my market over the weekend, but then we have the white version and then the same design on the back. I also outlined in a white color so it stands out that little bit more on a white t-shirt, and I'm so excited about these shirts. That was the original idea. I was just launching shirts, but then I was looking through the site that I got these printed from, and I thought, why not a tote bag? I use tote bags all the time. I bring tote bags to my markets every single time to take all of my yarn, my crochet hook, stuffing, all of that jazz so that I have something to work on whilst I am working at the market. And this is the tote bag. It is massive. It is pretty big and it is so cute. I just went with the back design. I was originally just going to have like a little ghost up here, but they sent me back the proofing for it and I was like, I hate it. Not them, of course. It was just my design looked so bare on a tote like this, I guess. And so I was like, hey, can we just go with the back design? And they're like, no problem. So that is her. I brought this on the weekend to my market and oh my goodness, she fits so many goodies in it. There's also like a little pocket inside so that, because I have all of my crochet hooks in a pencil case, but if you don't have that, there is this little, you know, a little handy dandy pocket to put all of your things in to keep it separate from all of your yarn, which I love. I'm literally so excited for everything. I am just like so in love. It's kind of funny that when I was younger, I used to sketch a lot, and designing clothing was actually something that I thought I would really love to do, but I always just thought I wasn't good enough at sketching to do it. So this is like a child Kayla's dream come true, just seeing this on shirts and on a tote bag. It's like so surreal. Sounds so silly. But that means our job today is to take photos of things, which the sun would have been great for that. But I want to take photos of everything. I need to make listings for everything and get my site ready to go as much as I can, because I want to get these up and running as soon as possible. So that is the priority today. I'm also thinking of putting a few items over on Instagram, on Etsy, because it is coming up to Christmas season. It is the start of November. So I just wanted to put a couple of my bigger items that haven't sold for a long time and put them up on Etsy and just see how they do, because I do have the 3 weeks until Geek markets anyway. I'm thinking of doing that today as well, and then pretty well just work on Squirtle for the rest of the night. But I'm gonna try and take photos. I'm like so stressed about trying to take photos with not great lighting, doing it by myself. This is not professional at all. So if you see the photos of this stuff, please know. I'm by no means a professional. It is just me and my phone and a dream. I'm gonna go finish my coffee for now and then try and take photos of all of these new goodies. Good morning. It is the day after now. I didn't end up crocheting at all yesterday because after I spoke to you guys, I totally forgot that I needed to edit, and it took me all the rest of the day. So I didn't get any crochet done, but it is currently 10:15 in the morning and I did just finish his shell. I love this brown so much. It is stunning, with a very long tail to sew it onto the back of him. That is now all of the pieces for Squirtle all finished. All I have to do now is to sew him together, and then I'm thinking I might play a bit of Yote this afternoon, and then I will probably start the Bulbasaur that I got accepted for pattern testing tonight. I'm super excited to get started on that, but for now, let's go and sew all of Squirtle together. I am so excited to see what he looks like when he's all complete.
This is one of them?
I just spent so long sewing on the tail because I wanted it to curl, and then I wanted it to curl but be attached to the back. And then I literally was tying off my ends to put back in, and then do you see the problem? Like, beautiful curl. Oh, amazing. I was so excited, and then remembered that the shell had to go underneath the tail. I could cry. Now I need to undo the curl, put the shell on, and then redo the curl. Why am I like this? I am back and I finished the little Squirtle. How adorable is he? I love the colors so much. I feel like they work so well for him. I feel like the shell is the tiniest bit off center, but honestly, he still looks so cute, and it was a mission getting this shell sewn on. It's just a lot of stitches to go around. And then we reattach the tail, so that's all good. He's not naked anymore. That's probably the only thing with the assembly instructions not being written down sort of step by step, is that then I'm just making silly mistakes like that because I'm just sewing everything together. I'm not really thinking about layers, I guess, but he still turned out so cute, and they do work up considerably quickly considering like how big they end up. I don't know how long each of them would have taken me. I want to guess around 4 hours maybe. This one probably took a little less than Charmander because there was less pieces to sew. It was only the arms, the legs, the shell and the tail that needed to be sewn on. He looks so cute, and I cannot wait to have him sitting by Charmander at my stall. They're just gonna look like the dynamic duo, you know? I have been actually trying to change up my routine a little bit. I used to just crochet through the whole day, and then I would end up crocheting at night, and I feel like, if you haven't been here before, I've had a lot of problems with my hands swelling up lately, and I feel like a lot of it is due to me not taking enough breaks. I crochet during the morning, and then I'll take like half an hour to eat, and then I'll crochet again, and then another half an hour to eat, and just repeat that. And I thought the other day, that's not really a proper break. So I wasn't having any time off whatsoever, because if I wasn't crocheting, I was editing or, you know, what have you. I've been trying to change up my routine so that, say today in the morning I will crochet, in the afternoon is when I'll have my time off, so that's playing yotai at the moment is what I'm spending a lot of my free time doing. I just feel like it makes a lot more sense for what I do at night, which is me crocheting and my partner here on the lounge while he games. I'll watch something and I'll crochet. So I'm trying to stick to that so that I actually have more of a break in between the days, which means that right now I will start playing yotai, but I wanted to show you the pattern test that I have for the Bulbasaur. It's a bit hard to see because I believe it's 4 different types of Bulbasaurs in one. There's Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur, but then there's also a Christmas mod as well. So they're all together in a photo, and it's a little bit, oh, actually no. They posted it on Instagram, and I'm pretty sure it was the Bulbasaur. Hold. This is the Bulbasaur. He also has the little bits of ivy on him, which is optional to do. I don't know if I'll do it. I think I'll just see how he goes because it's going to be a little silly because obviously my Charmander and my Squirtle are the same pattern. They're by the same person, and then Bulbasaur is going to be completely different. But I feel like his design is like similar to the other two, that they won't stand out too much, other than the hand-painted 30mm eyes are definitely going to, you know, obviously be a big difference, but I am super excited to try that one out. But I will start that tonight. For now, I'm gonna go play yotai. I don't know if I will check in with you guys as I'm crocheting tonight, or if I will see you in the morning with some Bulbasaur pieces. Good afternoon. It is like 1:30. I had a little bit of a lazier morning this morning, and then I had to go get groceries, and I may have gone to Kmart, which I'll show you in a second. But I wanted to show you the progress I made on Bulbasaur. What I ended up doing last night was I made the head and the body piece. I also included some of my hand-painted safety eyes in the color Garnet. I have so many little pieces everywhere. It's hard to tell what's a piece and what's just yarn. Last night I also made the little hands, and then I came home around midday and I made lunch, and then after lunch I made the little feet, which I think are so cute, and I made the ears. So that means that all I need to do is make the bulb that goes on his back. which I plan on doing next. But as I said, I went to Kmart, so I thought I might show you what I got because I did a Kmart haul in one of these other videos and you guys seem to like it. So I will show you what I got from Kmart. Mind you, what I went there for and I did get was another set of 2x4 cubes because I want to add another one to the 2 I already have and I use them for yarn storage. If you didn't see one of my last yarn organization videos. As I said, I did get that, but then I also found other things. These are actually from Aldi. I got two, like, I don't know, they're 5 meters long of tinsel. We actually don't have a Christmas tree and these actually aren't to decorate the house. One of my market friends actually said that they decorate their market table for Christmas, like around Christmas time, with tinsel and things like that, because not only will it draw people to your booth because it's very shiny, it will also sort of spark in their mind Christmas and then hopefully think of Christmas gifts and then hopefully want to buy your product as a Christmas gift. You know, like that is so marketing genius, I thought. So I got 2 bits of tinsel. Of course, I got green and I got silver to go along with it. I have my last 2 markets of the year at the end of November. So I'm hoping, if I remember, to bring these along and decorate my store with it. I'm hoping it will bring some Christmas gift buying vibes to the table. Other things I got 2 little cubes to go in my cubes. 2 storage cubes to go into my cubes that I just told you about because I have the same ones in my other 2 cubes. So I thought I'd keep it all same. We have some little bag clips. I've seen some of these before and I just didn't like them. I can't remember what was on them. I honestly cannot remember. I think it was very bright and pink and that's not my vibe. But I saw these strawberry ones that they came out with and I thought they were kind of cute. So can never go wrong with bag clips. Beats the rubber bands that I'm using at the moment. As I just mentioned, we don't have a Christmas tree. We usually travel back to our families for Christmas. And I honestly have just never been a Christmas person. It just wasn't a massive thing in my family. We don't have a massive family, so I always was just more of a Halloween girly than a Christmas girly, which means when it comes to Christmas decorations, I love the lights. I love going and seeing Christmas lights. It's one of my favorite things to do. But when it comes to actual Christmas decorating, I don't really enjoy it. I feel like such a Grinch saying that. But if I ever get Christmas decorations, they are the most not Christmas looking Christmas decorations you've ever seen in your life. These tea towels included. These are listed as like Christmassy tea towels, but literally you've got some trees, just your average pine tree, I guess. You've got white and green like threads, and then you've got green gingham, which if you know me, my favorite color is green. So I just saw this and went, that would fit into my aesthetic every day of the year. So wow, $5, love that. I got a milk frothing jug. This is mainly because we do already have a milk frothing jug, but it is a single serve jug and I really wanted one that was big enough to fit mine and my partner's coffee milk in so that we didn't have to froth milk separately. We could just froth it all in one. You know, make life easier. We'll keep with the coffee theme. I got a new mug because it's green, of course. Cute, and it's like a good size too, I feel like. Love that one. This is so random, but it was literally $6. And it is this like gray, it's a waffle type shirt. And it's just she's very thin. I think she's meant to be a bed shirt. Yeah. So I thought, why not? We're coming into summer here in Australia and I always need I always need more bed shirts, and for $6. Last but not least, before I stop talking about random stuff and go back to crochet, is this little mushroom weed diffuser. It's a mushroom. What more do you want from me? If it was a green mushroom, that'd be even better. But it is orange. I'm hoping it's not pink, but I don't know. I feel like you can't go wrong with reed diffusers. And I actually had a few vases, like mini vases like this, that were actually propagation vases. One of them broke. So I'm hoping that if I ever stop using this as a reed diffuser, I could just use it as a propagation station instead. So I don't know. Even after its use, it's got a use. A 2-in-1, if you will. I also did get Forrest a toy, but he absolutely destroyed it within 15 minutes of me giving it to him. So I can't show you what that toy was. It was a Fuggler toy, which if you're not in Australia, I'm assuming it's an Australian only thing. It might not be, but they are these really ugly toys that I absolutely love. And I think they are a kid's toy, but they brought him into dog toys as well. And I was so excited and I bought him a really cool looking one for 10 bucks. And bro has absolutely ripped it to shreds in our hallway whilst I was crocheting. So he is no longer. But that is everything I bought from Kmart. You can't go in there for one thing, honestly. You just can't. It's almost illegal to. And with that Kmart haul all done, that is where I'm going to leave today's video. This video actually ended up being way too long. So I have split this video into 2 parts and the other part will be out very, very soon. You say hello. Hello. I have decided that for the month of December, I will be trying to post every second day. So the second part to this video shall be out very, very shortly. But I hope you guys enjoyed this crochet vlog. If you did, maybe subscribe and like the video. It really helps me out and I appreciate you. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day or night wherever you are in this big wide world. And I hope I get to see you in the next video. Bye.
In a paradise, we can work it out.